Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. It is Thursday, and I can already tell you right now what my low is. It rained all day. I think it still might be raining now. I tell you what though, for all the rain that we got yesterday, we better be getting some May flowers, okay? Like, seriously. It was like, obviously when you go outside in the rain, you're gonna get a little bit wet, but it was like all the various shades of what rain looks like, from, light drizzles to torrential downpours we got. Like, it was unbelievable. So, again, come May, I better be seeing some flowers. And they better look pretty, okay? April showers are supposed to bring May flowers. So, again, I would like to see some flowers. What? Ever seen a grown man don't like flowers before? I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen a grown man who don't like flowers, this ain't your kind of video, okay? With that said, my high is I got to watch a very good episode of The Masked Singer. And I learned something about what shower themes are. I'll get to that later. And my act of kindness was I brought in the garbage for my folks. And that was about it. But yeah, last night's episode of The Masked Singer was a lot of fun. And I get to learn what shower themes were. In fact, it was really funny when the Group C contestants, because this was the Group C finale, opened the episode by singing Shower by Becky G, which I did not know there was a song called Shower. Did you? Neither did I. So, that was a lot of fun. And basically, if you don't know what a shower theme is, it's basically whatever song you personally would like to sing in the shower. Whether you're bringing the shampoo bottle up to your face and singing that like a microphone, or just singing out loud. So basically, the contestants sang songs that they would normally sing in the shower. And we opened up with Clock singing arguably the greatest Aretha Franklin song, Respect. Obviously you gotta give the Clock respect, but, listen, it's Respect by Aretha Franklin. Do I even need to say much about it? It's arguably her most famous song. When I was first putting music on my iPod, and I first heard Respect, like a lot of songs I liked the song before I learned of who it was. And so Respect was the first Aretha Franklin song I immediately put on my iPod. And every new iPod and phone I get, because music is always transfers per new model of, phone or smartphone that you get. Seriously, I probably had that song for the last 10, maybe even, not 15, sooner than 15. I'd say, we'll say 11 years. Well, a nice sort of, nice long, but not too long time of 11 years. That's how long I've had that song. And, it's funny, the first time I heard this song a lot of times, but the first time I ever, paid attention to that song was watching the training montage from the movie Major Payne. Which reminds me, at some point I should do a movies on Major Payne. I actually really like that movie. Perhaps another time. But Clock did Respect by Aretha Franklin, and then The Lizard did Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. listen, I get that a lot of people really like that song, and if you didn't have to do what I had to do regarding that song, you would like it fine. But okay, so yeah, I was a choir kid all throughout middle school and high school, and for the spring concert in 7th grade, we had to do "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence for like the finale, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of my other classmates are having a lot of fun doing "Wake Me Up," like, but honestly, I thought it was kind of, although, I mean, again, if I didn't have that context, I would like this song just perfectly fine. In fact, I'm still going to wind up putting it in my iPod. I don't have that song on my iPod yet. I really don't. I mean, I just recently got a whole bunch of Shakira songs, including the ones I already had, including "Try Everything," "Hips Don't Lie," and "Whatever, Wherever." But it looks like I'm going to have to get "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence. And some of Evanescence's other music. No, I'm gonna be happy to do it. And then Poodle Moth. Oh my God, Poodle Moth made everybody cry. She did "The House That Built Me" by Miranda Lambert. And is it Lambert or Lambert? I don't know. But she was great. And I mean, listen, as much fun, I mean, as much respect I have had for the Lizard, I wasn't remotely surprised at all that Lizard was the one who got eliminated. But here's the thing though, because they brought back the Ding Dong Keep It On bell. For those of you who don't know, the Ding Dong Keep It On is a bell that the panelists ring during an unmasking. So if they ring the bell, the contestant doesn't need to be a mess. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to use the bell on the Lizard, aren't they? No, they didn't, thankfully. But it turned out that the Lizard was Cisco. And after being unmasked, Cisco did his signature song, Thong Song, which, you know, I had no idea what song that was until last night. And now that I know the name of the song, you know what? Seriously, again, I've heard a lot of music in my life. I really have. But for the life of me, seriously, I've heard a lot of really great songs multiple times. I'm like, who sings this song? Who sings this song? I want to know who sings this song. And either I never got an answer, or I got an answer but I forgot to write it down. So, trust me, seriously, on my iPod right now, I have over 3,100 songs. And I'm still far behind on the songs that are of my youth growing up and stuff. So, there you go. And so now, we have, the first actually, why do they keep going? Okay, so obviously up until last night, we've been having the SmackDown. Last night was the first Battle Royale. I mean, look, the SmackDown and the Battle Royale are essentially the same thing. They are quite literally the same thing. It's just the Battle Royale has been given more pomp and circumstance for it. And they did arguably one of the greatest, most iconic songs ever, both Clock versus Poodle Moth. And they did Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Which, I mean, listen, it's Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Just about anyone watching this video has heard of this song before. And it's a song with a good message. It's basically a love song telling you that no matter what the odds are, nothing's ever going to keep me from the person that, I want to be with. I'm speaking from the message of the song, that is, not me personally. But yeah, and I was so glad they brought back the Ding Dong Keep It On bell, because when Clock won, obviously, I was happy when Clock won, but I felt bad for Pudamoth. And during the Take It Off moment, normally when the audience will say, take it off, the audience is now singing, ring the bell, ring the bell. And they rang the bell. So yeah, both the Clock and the Pudamoth are now in the quarterfinals. Which, I'm just saying, considering what, and keep in mind, we've had nothing but Group C for the last 3 weeks. Actually, yeah, for the last 3 weeks we've had nothing but Group C. So, honestly, it's a good thing we're moving on to another group finally. But I tell you what right now, Clock and Pudamoth are arguably the best singers of this whole competition. In fact, I would not be surprised if the Battle Royale we had last night winds up being what we get in the finale. I mean, let me look back at the singers from Group A and Group B. Goldfish and Starfish are really good in Group A. The Beats and, Miss Cleopatra, they were good in Group B. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I think for the Group A finale, which we're going to get in a couple weeks, it's going to be between Goldfish and Starfish for the Battle Royale. Because I remember Starfish being really good. But, Goldfish, set the tone. Miss Cleopatra versus the Beats, I think we're going to get for the Battle Royale for the Group B finale even further down the line. But if I had to guess, unless the Beats wind up winning Group B, I think we're going to be getting a finale where all four, quarterfinals and then finale, where all of the remaining contestants are women, which would be really awesome. What else can I say? With an all-female final, that's never happened. We never had an all-male final. We never had an all-female final. So this could be very interesting. But speaking of what's to come, so next week we go back to Group A for Transformers night. Don't know what kind of music you can get for, the Transformers. I'm sure we're probably going to get an appearance from, Optimus Prime, some guy in a costume, or Megatron, again, some guy in a costume. Actually, you know what? Considering this is the Masked Singer, and all we're hearing is someone's voices, I don't think this is going to happen. I really don't think this is going to happen, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. How cool would it be if during Transformers night next week, and obviously, because, people presenting clues and such, we actually get the voices of Optimus Prime and Megatron show up giving contestants clues. Peter Cullen, who's Optimus Prime, Frank Welker as Megatron, just show up and give the contestants clues. Or you know what? Even if you don't get Peter Cullen or Frank Welker, there have been other iterations of the Transformers. Beast Wars, you get Gary Chalk as Optimus Primal, David Kaye as Megatron. Yes. Kid me, I loved watching Beast Wars when I was a kid. That was my first introduction to Transformers. And David Kaye as Megatron. Don't get me wrong, Frank Welker is the GOAT. Actually, you know what? Forget it. You can have multiple goats. Frank Walker and David Kay. Those guys are my Megatrons. And while I'm at Peter Cullen and Gary Chalk. Those are my Optimus Primes. I don't care what none of y'all say. So yeah, next weekend Transformers and then the Group A finale. Oh, the Group A finale is gonna be Queen night. Oh, I get to listen to Queen. It's gonna be awesome. Actually, if I recall correctly, the very first winner of the Masked Singer, who was the monster, his first who wanted to be T-Pain, his first song was "Don't Stop Me Now" by, you guessed it, Queen. How awesome would it be if we actually got an appearance from T-Pain, who was the monster? That'd be cool. I don't know. At this point now, I'm just speculating. For now, I'm just glad that, you know, the person who wound up winning Group C was the person who truly deserved it. And for the runner-up, I'm glad that Poodlemoth got to go on got saved by the Ding Dong Keep It On. Because I'm telling you right now, already this quarter, it's going to shape up to be probably the greatest quarterfinal in Masked Singer history. And I would not be surprised if the Battle Royale we had last night winds up being a rematch in the finale. Will it have a different result? We're going to have to wait until May 22nd to see. Yeah, we got quite a while before the season ends. But regardless, this was a lot of fun. I can't wait until, you know, we start going back to Group A again. And it can only get better from here. I hope you like this video. If you like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, my social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all you guys watching, enjoy video. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, that you guys on Taco Channel, we're here to let you know you're back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.